everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a throwback Thursday with this pinup look, and actually I was really inspired by my husband and I were having old fashions, and it kind of made me think, I really wish we could have been there in that time, because that was such one of my favorite times, and it is kind of, there's a lot to it. This is one of those ones that we researched, and it said it was from Kentucky, originated in Kentucky at the turn of the century. So we are going to use bourbon whiskey. My husband and I really like Eagle Rare Kentucky straight bourbon. It is delicious, and it is one of our favorites, and so much so that we actually keep ours in a decanter. It's because we want it when we want it, and so we keep it always on hand. So if you ever want whiskey, you'll know we'll have it. All right, so today we're going to start with, you use simple syrup, or you can use a sugar cube. I just didn't have any sugar cubes, and I also like the easiness of just using simple syrup because you don't have to muddle. If you really want to take the time and muddle an ice cube with bitters, then go for it. We just didn't have that on hand, so I always have simple syrup on hand, typically because of like mojitos. This is my favorite drink ever, and French 75s and things like this, just because it makes it so much easier. So you take the time to make one big mason jar full, and you're set for like a month or two, depending on how much you drink. So I'm gonna start with a teaspoon and a half-ish. It's kind of, I like mine a little sweet. So you take that, you take a little bit of ice, and you stir that around. I forgot bitters. And then you also, today I'm using peychauds. It's an aromatic cocktail bitter. And so you're just gonna use just a couple dashes of that with the sugar and the ice. So just a couple dashes. And you're gonna stir that around. Oh, it's so loud. I'm gonna stir. It smells delicious. You're supposed to stir it like maybe a dozen times because it's so loud in this glass. So we're gonna, okay, 11, 12. Okay, we got it. We got the 12. Then you're going to take your orange. Obviously, we've been using this for this cocktail. And you're gonna take whatever peeler you want. I had this one on hand. You can use a potato peeler. This one I like because it actually gets a good amount of the orange off, and you're gonna want it to have that white part on it. And then you take it and you kind of turn it inside out, and then you squeeze. Okay, don't try this at home, kids. I'm a trained professional. Okay, that didn't work. Anyways, you squeeze the juices out from that end, and it makes a little poof with the fire. That was my trick for today. You're welcome, America. Okay, and then you take your whiskey, and it's gonna be about 2 ounces with your handy dandy little thing. One. God, this is so heavy. 2. And a little splash for luck, because, again, stir that around for another dozen times. 11, 12. Okay. And then you're going to garnish with a little cherry. Hence why I went with red. That's why I was thinking this drink, this red. We are back in time. I'm just saying. Okay, and then you're going to throw some more ice. Stir it again. There's a lot of stirring involved. I think it's to get it cooled down. Make sure all of the ingredients are incorporated. Just keep stirring and stirring and stirring. And there you have it. There is your old-fashioned Yum. And see, that's one thing I really like about these lipsticks, these liquid lipsticks. You don't see it on the glass. It is stuck to my face. It is plastered on my face. This is not going anywhere unless I eat something greasy or, I don't know, have like a makeout session. That might happen. If you would like to see this look and see how I did it, and it's also kind of a brow tutorial, I kind of go into a little more detail about my brows. I know they don't look as intense, but that's because I don't like brows that are totally intense. And so if you don't want intense brows and you do want to know how to do them and fill them and have them look nice, and I'm talking really fast because this cocktail is so delicious, I just keep on watching and I'll see you later. Alright, so I'm back with my primed face. Today we're going to start with our foundation. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Coverage Foundation. I just got this last weekend and I am in love. It is fantastic. It comes with like a little wand, and so it's not a pump or anything, but it has this little wand, and you can either dot it on your face and then go through with the brush, or you can like do what I do, and I just put it on my hand. That way I still have more control over how much I'm putting on my face. I'm just going to be using my 3D HD Sigma Kabuki. I've already told you how much I love this. It has that peak at the top, so you really get into all those areas that you want to get into. I'm going to do this as quick as I can. And then for my under eye, I'm going to start with the Becca Brightening Corrector. It's this little pink one, so it helps get rid of all those blue veins that you have underneath. And then also for my under eye, I'm also going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in 0.75. And then for the rest of my face concealer, I'm going to take the Naked Skin Concealer in Fair Neutral. Okay, and now we can get started on the brows. I always use a pencil to line them out first. I do kind of tweeze them a little short so that way I can draw a more defined line at the end of it to give it a little bit extra, you know, angle. And so today I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Taupe to line them. First, you're going to want to brush them down. That way you can make sure you get a good line without compromising your actual natural brow, without it looking like, bam. Nobody wants that. And then I'm going to start at the top and kind of really close to my brow, and then angle down right where your angle is for your eyebrow. See? And it gets a little at the end. And then for the bottom, you kind of want to go straight up if you want that angled look, and then down. Kind of meet up with that point from the top. And it looks very angular, doesn't it? So you're gonna kind of fill it in a little bit. I have two different color eyebrow like lashes. What are they called? Eyebrow hairs. And so I kind of fill them in a little bit with this to kind of get rid of the blonde. And then I have like a little bit of brunette in there. It's weird. I don't understand. And I can't see it unless I look at it in one of those magnifying mirrors and you're like, oh my god, I have two colors of eyebrow hairs. This is strange. The best way to know where your eyebrow should be is take the pencil or pen or whatever and go at the edge of your nose with it, and then so your brow should start right there, and then take it a little bit, and that's where it should angle. Start to angle down, and then at the end of your eye, so it should match the end of your eye. That's the best way to tell how it'll look natural on yourself. Everyone has different size shaped faces, everyone has different you know, everything's different. So that's the best way to kind of make sure you get the right one for your face. Then you're gonna take the brush and brush them back into place. I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Express for brows and eyes, and it has the powders and the wax. I use the wax first, that way you make sure your brows are set, and then you use the powder, that way you make sure that it stays on. I use my finger for it, some people use the brush, but it's really hard to get off the brush and then put it back on your eyes. Okay, and now that they're set on your face, you take your brush. This is the one that came with it. It's a little angled brush. It says it's number 15, but it came with this. I'm sure you can use any angle, small angle brush for this with any, you can even use whatever dark brown eyeshadow you have, it'll stay on, especially if you have the wax and everything. So you don't need to go out and buy a whole bunch of new stuff. And because today is about a throwback, I noticed in a lot of pictures they do a lot of darker brows. Even for blondes, they have like these dark brown. And after you finish that, this is what really makes the brows kind of, you notice when they have, you know, a real defined line at the end. I take concealer, the same concealer I use under my eyes, the Anastasia 0.75, and so it matches your, you know, the rest of your face. And you just kind of contour it to which angle you want it to end. So up and down. And don't worry, you're gonna blend it. It's not gonna be just concealer sitting there on your face. This is when I like to take my Sigma 3D HD Precision, and it's that one. Same thing with the other 3D HD for face. This one has that little peak at top, so it really helps when you use it sitting at the peak, it really can form out that eyebrow for you. And then lastly, if you want that kind of fade at the front of your brow, just take that concealer brush and just kind of push up a little bit with some of that concealer, and that gives you a little bit of a natural fade, so it's not so intense right at the top. Okay, so for my shadows, I'm going to use all of my shadows are going to come from the Too Faced chocolate bar. It smells like chocolate, it's amazing. But yeah, all of these colors are going to be the ones I'm going to use, starting with this one right here to cover the concealer I put on my eyelids, just to kind of set that base. And that one is white chocolate. Using my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I'm using salted caramel. And that one is this one right here. I'm going to take the hazelnut, like I originally said, but that one is right here at the bottom corner. And that is going to go in my crease, maybe a little bit above, but I'm going to blend it in the middle. Okay, and then to darken that outer V just a little bit more, I'm going to use the Cherry Cordial, which is this back one right here. It's not black, it's like a deep red. Oh, there you go. You can see it better now. That's why it's called Cherry. You get it? Ha ha ha. You just want to blend it all until it's smooth with no lines or edges. You want it to transition very well together. Okay, and then with my Sigma E55, I'm going to take the color Marzipan. That's this one right here. I'm going to put that right on my lid just to kind of brighten that area up. Okay, and so for my winged liner, I'm going to use again the NARS Black Valley Eye Paint with my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 3. It has it's a little pointed end. Then after the winged liner, I'm going to take Too Faced Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner in Perfect Black. I'm going to just go on my waterline up on the top just to give my eyes a little bit more of a sleek look for that black. For the bottom waterline, I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in 604 Milk. It really kind of makes your eyes pop because of all of that white. But it looks better when you put mascara on, trust me. For the corner of my eyes, I'm going to take MAC Pressed Pigment and Angelic. I'm putting that right there. Okay, and then to set my foundation and everything, I'm going to use Bye Bye Pores Pressed. Bye Bye Pores Press is what it's called. And Translucent with my Sigma F30. Okay, and to set my concealer, I'm going to use my Lorac contour brush, and I'm going to use Banana and Vanilla. Okay, and to give my face a little bit of a contour, because back then they had a very chiseled face, I'm going to use the same palette. I'm going to use not a quite dark one, I'm going to use this one in the middle just because I have very fair skin, so I don't want to look like a statue. And for my bronzer, I'm going to use the Park Avenue Princess bronzer right here. For my cheeks, I'm going to use the Clinique number 3 Berry Pop with my Sigma F40. For my highlight, I'm going to use the Balm Mary Luminizer. Whoop. Mary Luminizer. Luminizer. I get what they're doing there. Luminizer. Anyways, with my Makeup Geek cheek highlighter, doesn't have a number, it's just what it's called. Pretty much highlight everything. To set all of that, I'm going to go in with my NYX Matte Finish Finishing Spray. I do all that before my lashes just because every time that I've sprayed it and you close your eyes and then you open your eyes and you have all this black stuff underneath, I'm not into that look. Then I'm going to curl my lashes first and apply a little bit of mascara, then falsies. Using my Better Than Sex Too Faced black mascara. And today's lashes, I'm going to be using Lena lashes in the style Heidi. They are very pretty. This is what they look like. I thought that would really go good with a, throwback pinup style, definitely. And then for my glue, I'm using the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. Okay, and as you noticed, you do not put any mascara on the bottom lashes if you want to go for this old-timey pinup girl look. But there is one last thing, and it's going to be, of course, the red lipstick. That is always a key component in pinup girl style. And today I'm using Bloodline by Anastasia Beverly Hills. and there you go. I am going to link the video where I talk about how to do this hairstyle. It is pretty much the same hairstyle as I did in one of my other videos, except for you just don't do the bun part. This is just the just for the tutorial for the bump. If you really want to know, I probably put it right up this one, this corner, probably this corner up here. It's gonna be a little eye for information up at the top. So then just click on that. If you want to watch that video, then you can learn how to do this hair and you get even more information. That's fantastic. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you have a great Thursday and a great weekend, and enjoy your day. And as always, please subscribe and thumbs up this video and like it and share it. Sharing is caring. All right, bye. Is this one right here? Can you see that? Am I going the wrong way? Right here. Right? Just kidding. It's called Marzipan. It's just my lack of preparation for this video. Cool is if each one of these smelled like what it's called. Like if this smelled like hazelnuts, that would be fantastic. Oh my goodness. What was on my brush? Ah! I wonder what marzipan smells like on its own. That would be interesting. And hold on. Let's try this again. Take two. Okay.